Johnson. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown.
And his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Throwing now, Bajan. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. And play will get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing here, Bajan. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Bajan. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs. And
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. to throw. Dancing to his left. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one position.
And he's going to go down. Back right around the 30. Lucas Van Ness make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Off the play fake, it's Bajan. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Scott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. You look at this Bears defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On 1st down, Bajan. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Treston Ebner, 43 yards. And the Bears are able to widen their advantage. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does.
And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears now ready to take over again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Bajan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Bajan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Short throw to Musgrave. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. him back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That is caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Bagent to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Bagent. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And he can make them.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here now a 3rd and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be the... Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly. Back as it brings up fourth down.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a...
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect 2nd half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. They'll look to throw. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Dobbs, 30 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 1st and 10, it's Bajan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears! From 21 yards away. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now, Bajan. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's trying to get as much as he can. And, boy, a lot's going to depend on the spot. Well, they're going to give it to him. He needed 5. He didn't get much more than that. But it's enough at a first down. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go.
On first down, Bajan sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. It's Fox. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Let's go.
Here's Bajan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Reynolds will go in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. On a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Back to throw, Bajan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll look to throw again. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Carlson. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine. Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So
in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Bears hands team now a loose football. The ball comes out, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A big play looming on third down. Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for two to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to try and run, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Bears down by 1. 37 seconds to go. And no other way to say it. They have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock.
And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. scores down. These guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got more time to work it out with the doctor.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due.